Getting after it, ain't he? Well, he's trying. In reality, we need a bigger machine to push that over, but... Well, hello everyone. Greg here with Tex Okie Outdoors. And I just want to thank everyone who's tuned in to watch the videos. Appreciate all the love and support for the content that's being put out. As we continue to kind of go along this journey together, I'm releasing old videos still, and the next round of videos is more work that I had done back in October of 2024, and it was pretty much bringing in gravel for the driveway and the parking area, and just doing some dirt work, taking out some trees so that we could install a new power line. So it was kind of a lot of stuff going on all at once, and it took around, I don't know, it seemed like it was 12 to 15 loads of rock. So it was 100 plus tons of material brought in here to do what I needed to do for the driveway. I know it's got a lot of grass growing up in it right now, but I mean, this driveway was about 150 yards long to this point right here. And then of course we did kind of a circle drive and then added some crushed rock over by the concrete pad. But anyways, that was a sizable project that was done at the time so that we could get our fifth wheel in here easier, and just have some better parking instead of parking on dirt for everyone. But anyways, that's what I'm going to show you next. And you know, we're just going to continue to put these videos out for a while, and hopefully, you know, y'all enjoy the content and continue to watch the progression of Warrior Legacy Ranch. So with that being said, today excuse me, today while we're here, I'm still doing my blind project where I'm building a blind from the ground up. It's an 8x8 blind, and it's going to be, you know, easy to get in, and there's a, you know, a special reason why I'm building this blind instead of just buying one and setting it up there. So that'll come in time. I'll explain all that a little more in detail in time of my why to that. Anyways, I appreciate everyone watching and hope you just enjoy, you know, the work, the videos, and seeing the work that's been done out here. And there's more to come. There's so much more to come. And my dog's barking at me right now. She doesn't come out here often during this time of year because she just gets filled with ticks. But anyways, appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching, and we'll just continue to put out this content for you. Thank you. I'm out. Well, here we are, trying to push this tree over. Hope he's successful. It's a big tree. He's giving it a go. He may have to dig out around it. Getting after it, ain't he? Well, he's trying. In reality, we need a bigger machine to push that over, but I have confidence that he's going to get it done. They don't think it would be hard to push over, being that this is rocky terrain, sandy soil. You know, the root system on it may not be that deep, but still, it's a big tree. He's probably gonna have to dig out on both sides of it. push it over. Oh, that was a good one. It's getting loose. What's everyone think? Is he gonna get it done? Is he gonna make it happen? He says he's been operating dozers for 50 years, so I believe him. Keeps dying on him. I think if he had the next size up dozer, he probably would have been done by now. That's a lot of good firewood. Now he's gonna clean up the hole a little bit. Well, it took him about, let's say 6 minutes to get that done. That was good work. Got another small one here. Actually, we got about 4, maybe 5. Trees over. These will be used for firewood. On top of this, we got this guy that showed up today. Not sure who he belongs to. Just a little pup. Hanging out, watching Dozer work. That's a big chunk of dirt right there. I bet he can push it over now. thing he's got a roof. And push it the other way. There it is. Busted loose that time. Got it. No more. Right now what we got going on is this pad for the shed. It's got about a, I don't know, 1.5 feet to dig down from that top end, level it out towards the front. Right now he's going backwards. He's going front to back right now where the shed's going to be. Until the next load of rock gets here, he's just going to push some dirt around and level it out. I got some big rocks, big boulders in there that I'm gonna have to get out of there. But this is gonna be awesome once it's done. It's gonna be a great spot. I think probably the best spot for the shed. Anyway, stay tuned. Well, we got the area cleared for the shed. Drive over here so you can see it. Right there, I needed a 44 by 30 area clear to put the shed in, and I think we got it. We're gonna come in here and level this out, build a pad, and bring in that red rock. But let's go down here and check out the drive that they're working on right now. Coming together really good. Good news is they don't think it's going to take as much rock to do this project, but since I already had a number in mind, I'm just going to put down more rock in another place, just to kind of expand our overall driving and parking area. So much better. So much better. I imagine every few years I might have to come in here and add a little bit more as vehicles drive over it and weather, rain gets to it. I think this is gonna be really good for a while. So actually already got about half of the driveway done. I think that was 3 loads so far, so 7 more, maybe 8 more. Can't remember the exact know there's more coming. But anyways, stay tuned. I'm sure there's more to come. Well, good morning. Today's the day that we're going to do some work to our driveway. I think they're actually here right now, pulling in. I hear a big truck with a dozer. We got to move a couple trees. There's a power pole we got to move, and I'm going to be filming throughout the day so that everyone can see what's going on. But just bear with me while I kind of get these guys lined out for the day, and y'all can kind of see the progress of the job and what all is going on. You can see that power pole right there. It's actually going to be moved over here out of our view of the lake, and we got to take a tree down to do it. I hate to take a big mature tree down, but it needs to be done. And well, I guess we got millions of other trees, so anyways, just stay tuned, and like I said, we'll be filming more and more throughout the day. Well, I'm back, and the gravel rock project is complete. The driveway is complete for now. Sorry if the sun was bright there, but took, I don't know, 6 hours to do what I'm about to show you. I actually did a little bit more than I expected. Great group of guys that did this, but I'm on the concrete pad right now, and right here in front is this gray crushed rock, kind of a parking area for our vehicles whenever we come up here on the weekends, and our fifth wheel is on the concrete pad. And just kind of keep us out of the mud. But anyways, I got a little bit of cleanup to do. There's some stuff there on the concrete pad that he couldn't scrape off with a bulldozer because he would damage the concrete. But slope downward, should drain well. Park several cars there, and then over here is the pad for the shed. Shed's 44 by 30, and it's 4 to 6 weeks out, what I'm being told from being here. I ordered a couple weeks ago, but they would not start production until I had this finished. So probably hard to see with the shadows. Late in the afternoon right now, so I'll get over here in the sun, maybe you can see it better. But anyways, this is it. Had to knock down a few trees here, and I was debating whether or not to put it in this spot, but now that I see it, it is the best spot for the shed. I'll be able to drive right out of the center here onto the dirt, and then hook right into the trail right there that leads kind of down into the bottom area of the property. So got that done today, and really, I mean, he spent a couple hours getting this pad site ready, and that wasn't even in the original bid, and I don't know that he really even charged me for it. That's how good of a guy this person is. He's from around here and knows everybody, and just a really good Christian man. So he treated me right, and I will definitely be using him again for future projects. I mean, eventually it's kind of a circle drive here. You can go either way. Probably eventually put some rock, fill that in. what we're looking at here from the driveway, from the gate where the driveway starts to the shed was 12 loads of this red rock. So not bad. I mean, my driveway is, 150 yards long to where it meets up to the pad of the shed. So I just feel like I got a great deal. If I was in Dallas, probably would have cost 3 times as much. But I don't know how well it comes out on the camera, on the GoPro, but just awesome. Just so much better. So much better. Got a couple limbs there I still need to trim before I bring the 5th wheel in. But anyways, man, they got after it. That guy on that Dozer was incredible. I would love to learn how to do that. One of these days I will. Maybe one of these days I will have my own Dozer. One at least that size, if not a little bigger. But I got so many projects right now. I can't really think about getting a Dozer. Maybe next year. But anyways, there's the gate. Still a good 30-40 yards from the gate. And rock went all the way out to the county road. And we just brought it all the way through. So I am very pleased. I'm very impressed at the work they did. So for now, I got an electrician coming out. He's going to give me a bid on running power from the meter to the edge of the concrete pad. I'm going to put a post there. I already ordered a little panel box that has a 50 amp plug, it has a 30 amp plug, and it has a kind of 20 amp GFCI. It has 2 regular plugs on it. He's going to run big enough wire to power an entire cabin, like a 200 amp service. He's going to run to the concrete for future work. But I'm going to have a backhoe. The guy that did this, he did the rock, he has a backhoe, and he's going to dig me a trench from the new power pole location from the meter to concrete pad. It's going to be about 50 feet long. I hope he doesn't hit any rock, but this place is really nothing but rock. You dig down, I mean, here's some work he did right here, and you can see under the surface there's just big rocks everywhere. He'd get hung up on one and it would lift the front end of that Dozer up. Here's another big one over here. I'll show you another big rock. And he was doing some work over there beside the concrete pad. Kind of had him level that off. I want to build a park over there at some point, but whenever I pull my 5th wheel up onto the concrete pad, I'll need to pull around and pull out of there. As it was before he graded it, I could not get out. I'd be driving up a decent hill there, but he knocked that down, and there's some huge rocks over there, and they were just lifting up his Dozer way into the air because they were so large. But here's some more big rocks. I mean, this thing right here, that's a big rock. I mean, I'm not moving that one by myself, that's for sure. That's where a skid steer would come in really handy around here. So I'm debating, do I get a regular tractor? I don't really have pasture land here. Take that back, I don't have pasture land here. I mean, the biggest open area on this property is just right out here, and that's just an acre and a half of open land. So thinking about going the skid steer route and just getting attachments for it that will allow me to mow, to cut down small trees and brush and stuff like that. That hasn't been decided yet, but more than likely that's the route I'm gonna go. So here's kind of another angle of the concrete pad. You can see that gray crushed rock. I think they just call it crusher. I leveled it out pretty good. Got it sloped over there for when you drive off and out of here. But kind of wish now I'd have had 2 more loads to fill this area in and then that area over there. But I'll do that at a later date. Right now this is 1,000 times better than what we had. So next project, of course, like I said, is that pole next week is going to be moved over here. It's going to be out of our view of the lake, and then from there we're going to trench all the way over to right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I've already dug that hole. It's about 2 feet deep. It's for a 4x4 post. I'm going to stick concrete in the ground and put that little panel, electrical panel on it. I wanted to go 2 feet and I got lucky, went 2 feet and hit rock. So cement that thing in there and it's not going anywhere. So trench is going to be dug all the way to here. Probably in a couple weeks, he said. Electricians right now are busy. I got lucky with this guy because it was somebody that knew somebody, and he said he's got a job starting Monday, which is in a few days. It's gonna last a couple weeks, but he said he might be able to get out here, might have a little break where he can come out here, go ahead and trench that, run the wire we need to have power. Oh, another thing, we had water hooked up today. Our water faucet right here. Water hydrant, I guess you could say. So the water hasn't been turned on out here for quite some time. And actually I went by the water company and got everything in my name. And next day he called me and said, hey, there's a balance on this meter. I'm thinking, okay. He said, well, in order for us to turn your water on, you know, the balance transfers to the new owner. So I'm like, whatever. It was $80-something. I'm just glad it wasn't $800. But I just thought that was odd. I didn't even really argue it. I just said, whatever. At this point, just get it on. So he came out today, turned it on. The meter out by the road is probably 200 yards from here. And he turned it on, and I didn't hear from him for a while. He drove up, so I'm thinking, okay, great, we're good to go. And he said it pressured right up, no problems. I came over here and turned it on, good pressure. So there's a valve right here under this rock that I had to turn on, but yeah, no leaks nowhere. Awesome. So I'll just run my water hose, you know, 50 feet, maybe 70 feet to the RV, and we will be good to go. We'll have water. We got water. We just need power, and that's coming soon. So everybody just hang in there with all these projects, because there's a lot. This weekend is Jackson and I are hunting. Gonna be hunting all weekend for 3 days. Got some target bucks to go after. I was filling feeders just now. Found a new trail that leads to another side of the property that I haven't been down yet, so that's awesome. Got a perfect huge pine tree picked out for a tree stand, and I don't know when I'll put that up, but I have 2 tree stands that need to go up, and hopefully pretty soon. But anyways, we're going to take advantage of this nice weather. Probably tomorrow evening, hop in the blind for the first time, and we'll see what happens. Got some nice bucks coming in, and gonna try my best, or our best, to be selective and not shoot some dinky 8-point because we get excited. You know, I don't want no 80, 90-inch deer. I need 140 plus, looking for those 140 plus deer. And they're out here, and even bigger ones than that. So anyways, concludes the video for today in this project, the driveway project, and we will see you at the next project. Here I am, here we are, coming to you. First day for us to hunt, and wanted to hunt this morning, but had to get this game rack set up, which I told everyone about in the last video. It is right here. I have used these at other hunting ranches, and they are awesome. We've had 300-pound pigs on them before. They hold a lot of weight. Now, what I should have filmed was me and Jackson putting this thing together. I thought it was going to be as simple as putting the legs in and then tilting it up, but no, it was way too heavy. So what we ended up doing, after many tries and many attempts, and almost hurting ourselves and having one of the legs fall out one time, that could have been trouble if it would have fell on one of us, but ended up using the winch, laying it down, and then the winch on the side-by-side, ended up strapping it around the back pole, and then just bringing it up. So that actually worked out pretty good once we figured it out. Really wasn't any instructions on how to do it. It was definitely a, I don't know, at least 3, probably better 4-man job, but got it done. And I wish I could have recorded some of that, because it was probably quite the show. But anyways, it's pretty warm. We're getting ready to go sit in the blind for the first time, going after a target buck that has been on the cameras for weeks. And it's 6 o'clock last night. He was on this camera. 2 nights before that, he was there about the same time. So just hope he shows up again at that time, while it's still legal shooting light. So that was it for the day. That was today's project. And no, it's not perfectly level. The ground's not perfectly level. It's not exactly where I wanted it, but once I have some more guys out here, at least 4 of us, we'll just pick it up and move it to the spot where I want it. So anyways, the lights up there, they don't mount in very well. I'm not too thrilled with how those are made, but I did drag the thing around, drop it a couple of times, so it could be my fault. But anyways, it's up and it's usable, and I'm hoping we'll have some deer hanging from it tonight, hopefully that target buck. So anyways, stay tuned, and we'll be in the blind real soon. All right, we made it. This is our first hunt of the year, and it's me and Jay Bird, and it's hot. I'm sweating, but let me turn it around so you can see the view. So we're about hours earlier than when the buck has been coming in, so we got some time, but we just wanted to get here. And so we wasn't making too much noise coming in. Hopefully he comes in earlier, but I don't know. According to the cameras, he's still got a couple more hours. So I guess we'll just continue and wait.